It's winter 2024. I'm in my home studio, laptop open, tutorial after YouTube tutorial playing on the screen. My eyelids are heavy, my stomach is empty, and I'm shivering because of the cold. At this point, I've been at it for hours and I still couldn't get the video exactly how I wanted it. Long story short, I never figured it out. I got so frustrated, I eventually gave up and paid someone $800 a month just to edit my videos and to eventually be ghosted. The point is, it was all a waste. If you're a content creator or you want to become one, and the idea of editing your own videos makes you want to quit before you even start, or even if you're just tired of paying somebody, this video is going to completely change how you think about that. A few months ago at my dining room desk, I finally stopped ignoring something. Every creator I was following was talking about Claude Code. It was afternoon. I was sipping my cold coffee and I had to ask myself, why is everyone on this right now? What I'm going to show you today is 3 tools: VS Code, Claude Code, and the Remotion skill. With all 3 together, you're going to use them along with your natural language to edit your videos. Just describe what you want and watch it work. At the very minimum, you're going to need the Pro plan, which is going to run you $17 to $20 a month. There are rumors that the pricing may change. We'll see what Anthropic does. But regardless of what Anthropic does, even the max plan is way less than what I used to have to cough up every month to have my videos edited. I remember opening up this GitHub repository for the very first time on a Saturday afternoon at my desk, reading the words like repository and programmatic rendering. Felt that tight, locked up sensation in my chest. I almost closed the tab. I had no idea what any of that meant. You don't need to know what any of that means. Every step here is just downloading a file, clicking install, or copying a link. That's it. Here's what we're installing. Number 1, VS Code. This is just a free code editor. Don't let those words scare you. All you need to know is that for us, it's just a workplace where everything lives. You're gonna go to code.visualstudio.com, download for Mac or Windows. That's it. Step 1. Next, create an account for Claude Code and don't be cheap. Sign up for the Pro plan at the very least. The return on investment is worth way more. Please trust me on this. When you open Visual Studio Code, it's gonna look like this. And you're gonna do that by clicking this extensions tab over on the left side. You're gonna find Claude Code for VS Code and make sure it has that little blue check mark with Anthropic right next to it. That way you know this is safe and legit. I already have it installed, but there should be a button like this one right here. Just go ahead and click install. Claude, then you're gonna be prompted to log into your Claude account. Go ahead and do that. Next, we're just gonna create a file. Right click, hit new folder, name the file whatever you want. This is basically where our project's gonna live locally on our computer. YouTube, let's go with video editor demo. Okay, it's located in the desktop. We're gonna now go back to VS Code and hit open folder. I'm gonna go back to desktop and we're gonna find video editor demo. Hit open, click yes, I trust the authors. Now this left side here is just a way we can access our local files in our computer. Right now, all you see is video editor demo without any files or anything else under it because we haven't added anything yet. And that's what we're gonna do next. And we're gonna get those files from GitHub, which were created by Remotion. What I usually do is type in Remotion skill GitHub. Should be the first one. It should look something like this: remotion-dev/skills. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this URL for later. Really quick, let me explain what GitHub and skills actually are, because I had no idea what they were in the beginning, which was actually pretty confusing. And this is gonna be a very simple explanation because you don't really need to know all the nitty-gritty, but all GitHub really is a cloud platform where developers can share their code and files. Think of it like a Google Drive, but for software projects. And skills in Claude Code are just specialized instruction files for Claude. So once we download this skill, we upload those files, put that in the folder that we created, the video editor demo folder. Claude can now read those files and instantly knows how to do an output that we instructed it to create. In our case, these are going to be the animations, the edits, or any cuts for our videos. Remotion is a software company based in Switzerland. Their core product lets you create and edit videos programmatically. But what shocked me was when Remotion's own team built a Claude Code skill for their video engine, put it on GitHub for everyone to use, anyone, for free. So remember, we copy this URL, we go back to VS Code. Here's where Claude comes in. You see this orange icon on the top right? Click that. Voila. Chat window's open. We don't need this anymore. Exit out of that. And all I have to do is say, hey, I want to create a skill. from this GitHub repository. Paste that there. Hit enter and just let it cook. And at this point, you're just waiting for Claude until it prompts you like this. Allow this bash command. You can read through it, but if you don't know what it means, it's okay. As long as it doesn't sound like anything fishy, and it shouldn't be. And I've done this before. Everything's still okay. I've seen other creators use it and they haven't had any issues. But go ahead and hit yes. Now it's asking me if it can fetch this URL. Of course you can, right? Just go ahead. I'm not gonna bore you with the rest of this, but it's gonna keep prompting you until it's done. I forgot to mention this earlier, but we want this skill to live in this project only. And I forgot to mention that to Claude. Right now, if you see this tilde in front of the /.claude, this means that they're installing the skill locally, basically globally, where you can access it throughout all your projects. You can do that, but I prefer to have it within this project alone. So I'm just gonna tell it to do that. This is what I'm gonna say. I do not want the skill installed as a personal skill. Install it as a project skill in this video editor demo. So whenever you say personal skill, that skill will be installed globally and you can access it throughout all your projects. If you say project skill, it's gonna be installed within this project file, our video editor demo file only. All right, the skill is done and created. Claude has finished doing everything. We have the skill.md, which is the main skill, 38 rules covering the core animations, timing, sequencing, with the media, audio, video, images, some advanced rules, captions, tools, other tools. Over on the left-hand side, we can see all the rules, the skills, the skill.md, the main file, which you can see all the instructions on the right-hand side. So the name is Remotion Best Practices. All right, so now we have a lot of conversation history, right? And one thing you need to know about using any LLM or any AI is that there's something called context rot. So the longer the conversation, the worse the performance becomes. So one thing you can do, or two things you can do, is you can clear the conversation by typing /clear, or you can compact everything, /compact. It will take the whole conversation history, compact it, and summarize everything, so it takes less context. In my case, I'm just gonna clear it because I want to start fresh. Oops, so clear conversation. That's the one. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to add the MP4 file that I want to edit into this project. So our project lives in the file that we named video editor demo. So I have my MP4 in my downloads file. I'm just gonna go ahead and drag it over. This is the hook for this video, actually. Okay, now we're back in VS Code. And if you look on the left-hand side, let's just compact the rules section so it's not all showing. Now we can see our hook draft, and we should be able to watch it on the right here. But what we're gonna do is we're going to refer to it by typing in the @ sign. So when you type in the @ sign, and we can refer to any file that's in that folder. So let's type in hook. We should be able to find it. So hook. So this is now referring to the MP4 file we just uploaded. And then I wanted to use the skill. So I'm going to say, is the video we want to edit, use the skill @ skill, and we want this skill.md file. And on the right, it says it has /remotion. So we know it's the right one. It's the only one currently, but if you have multiple files, naming your skills becomes very important. So I'm going to hit enter. And I did at first do this with a single shot, just saying, hey, add some visuals to enhance this hook. And it did a pretty good job, but I want to do something a little bit different this time around. I was going back and forth with the normal Claude chat to help me come up with a prompt to get the design that I wanted, because I wanted to have some text and graphics with this type of design that they call glass morphism. So I'm going to go ahead and paste in that prompt right here. And if this turns out good, I'll also show you how to grab this in my free school community that you can access in the description at the end of this video. So basically, I kept the beginning the same, right? @hook draft MVP4 is the video I want to edit. Use the @Claude, yada, 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 to act as an expert Remotion and React developer. Let's just see how it does. But one thing I want to add is go to plan mode. And plan mode is exactly what it sounds like. It allows Claude to plan before it actually starts building, and gives you a chance to review its plan and strategy. And oftentimes the results is a lot better when you do it this way. So I'm gonna go ahead and let it plan. When the planning portion is done, it's gonna ask you whether or not you want to accept this plan or not. And this is where you can review everything. So once you look through everything, you can go ahead and accept it, or you can type in and edit, make a slight change if you want to. For me, I'm just gonna see what it can do and go ahead and accept it. I'm gonna go ahead and hit yes. So another thing that I can do, because I've activated the setting, is something called bypass permissions. Right there. You can access that by going to settings. When you go into your extensions over on the left hand side, find Claude Code again, hit the gear icon, go to settings, then you can type in a bypass and then just click that checkbox. But just be wary, if you're just starting off, I wouldn't do this just yet. You want to be able to monitor everything and make sure it's not doing anything malicious to your computer. I've done this a couple of times and I'm comfortable with it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Now, this is my second time around just because I wanted to demo it first. And as you can see, I'm already at 94% of my credits, right? Which will reset in 3 hours, but I'm only on the pro plan. But when I did it the first time, submitted my first prompt, I was leaning back in my chair, arms crossed, this text or terminal was scrolling for about 20 minutes. Just like how it is now. Then it stopped. It wasn't perfect, but it was 80% of the way there on the very first try from a single, very simple prompt. I've never gone that far before, ever, on my own, doing it manually. So it instantly opened this local file for me. And this is Remotion's actual interface. And let's see the result. It's winter 2024. I'm in my home studio, laptop open, tutorial after YouTube tutorial. I don't like playing on the screen. My eyelids are heavy, my stomach is empty, and I'm shivering because of the cold. At this point, I've been at it for hours and I still couldn't get the video exactly how. Okay, so I don't like that. I don't like that how it added the subtitles at the bottom, and it just doesn't look good. So this is a prime example of over prompting. So I should have kept it simple like how I did the first time. So I'm going to redo this with a more simple prompt. And then after that, I'm going to edit from there because this is just way too far from what I actually want. I'm going to clear this whole thing. Okay, I'm going to use the same MP4 video. I want to edit using this skill. Make this video more engaging with text, animations, or graphs. Let's just see what it does. So even though I cleared the conversation in Claude, it was still able to refer to this project here. So I didn't show it, but I basically said I wanted a clean slate. You can keep some of the concepts, and I wanted it to add more animations, more graphs. I wanted to get rid of the subtitles, and it asked me a few more questions, and I said yes or no to, but again, whenever Claude spits the plan, make sure you read through it. Make sure you add more details, more context. So that's what I'm waiting for Claude to do now. So I'm just going to review the plan really quick. All right, I read through the plan, and this is kind of like going back and forth with your video editor. Sometimes they're a little bit far off. Sometimes they're a little bit closer. But once you have a style, right? Right now, I don't really have a style yet. But once I have a style that I like, I can then tell Claude to remember this style and keep it for future reference. So that way you don't have to start this process of going back and forth over and over again. So anytime you can just drop a new video or new hook in, and it will remember what you wanted and your style, and editing will be a lot more smoother, a lot more faster. I'm going to go ahead and accept, and let's see what it does. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and hit play. It's winter 2024. I'm in my home studio, laptop open, tutorial after YouTube tutorial, playing on the screen. My eyelids are heavy, my stomach is empty, and I'm shivering because of the cold. At this point, I've been at it for hours and I still couldn't get the video exactly how I wanted it. I actually gave up and paid someone $800 a month just to edit my videos and to eventually be go. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's getting a little bit better. So I'm going to just continue to go back and forth and have it fix the audio a little bit because it seems a little bit out of sync, as well as the text. So when you first start off, the back and forth takes a little bit longer because Claude is still trying to understand your style, what you want. And as long as you know how to describe it and take the time to describe it, it's only going to get better and better. I'm going to give it one more go around with a little bit more back and forth, see if I can get something a little bit closer to what I actually want. So I was very specific in the changes that I wanted. For example, and I'll show you here. So I said, whenever there's a text on the top, it's a little bit too high, move it down just a little bit. Make sure you don't cover my face. where it says winter 2024, there's text under that, please remove it. Also on the tutorial after tutorial, there's also text under that, please remove it. And then also I said where there's a graphic that says heavy, it was located under my chin and it was red, if you remember. I wanted it to be on side of my face and yellow. And then also when it said cold, it was also under my chin and it was red. I wanted it to be on the side of my face and blue. So I'm going to show you those changes. Let's go ahead and hit play. It's winter 2024. I'm in my home studio. Yeah, laptop open. Removed. Tutorial after YouTube tutorial. Text under was on removed. The screen. My eyelids are heavy. My stomach is empty, and I'm shivering because of the cold. At this point, I've been at it. I do want to move it a little bit closer. I still couldn't get the video exactly how I wanted it. Actually gave up and paid someone. And literally all I did was just be more specific and tell Claude exactly what I wanted. Just as if I was talking to a video editor. It's that simple. I know you guys are way more creative and have better design philosophy than I do. So I know you're gonna do a lot better than this. But just keep having this back and forth until you get what you want. So whether you're using a one-shot prompt or you're giving a dramatic prompt and being really specific, the output is just the starting point, not your final draft. To refine it, you just need to keep talking to Claude. The same back and forth that you would have with a real life editor, except this one doesn't sleep, doesn't have any other clients, and doesn't charge per revision. Also, it's awake 24/7, but it does cost tokens. And the longer your video is, the more tokens it's gonna burn. If you try to edit a full 20-minute video with animations throughout, you're gonna eat through your pro plan like that. The way I use this is specifically for the hook and the intro, which is around the first 60 to 90 seconds. Just a couple years ago, I was in my home studio, cold, hungry, watching editing tutorials for hours, getting absolutely nowhere. I eventually gave up and paid someone else to do it. Now I open VS Code, drop in a video, type a description, and have an edited clip rendered in under an hour. VS Code, Claude Code, the Remotion skill, just 3 tools, 20 bucks a month, maybe 100 if you really like it, and natural language. That's all you really need. That's the entire system. If you don't want to spend the time setting up the Remotion skill from GitHub yourself, I'm gonna upload it in my free school community. All you have to do is go to Classroom, go to the Claude Code resources, and like this project is here, just go ahead and download the files that will be under the resource category. The file will be named Remotion Video Editor. Once you have all that downloaded, have your video editor folder, then drag all those files into this. Then when you open up your VS Code, and I'll walk you through that process again, click this icon on the top left, and you should be able to open the folder from this user interface. Then to use the skill, you can just shoot it a prompt, but if it's not using the skill, just use that @ sign and select that specific skill. Okay? Don't let editing be the reason why you don't create. Use AI for the work that drains you so you can spend your time on the part only you can do and the things that actually drive your business. Drop a comment below. Let me know what's the topic of the video you're gonna edit. And if this was useful, subscribe. There's a lot more of this coming.